Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm gonna just go for a little ride today. Thought I'd bring you along with me. I'm gonna go up to another part of the Withlacoochee State Forest. This is the town of Withlacoochee. There's not a whole lot up here anymore. They were known for making, I guess, pillows and mattresses out of Spanish moss. That stuff you see hanging down out of the trees. If you're not familiar with Spanish moss, just Google it. This road that we're on, it's called Coit Road, C-O-I-T Road. It dead ends at the entrance to the forest. And then you can take a road that continues straight back. It'll take you down to a little boat ramp to get onto the Withlacoochee River. I'll maybe take you down there and show you that. But what I wanted to show you first here today was what I call the Redneck Riviera. It's just an area where the river comes up to a bank that happens to be fairly high. So there's a good place where people will bring out tarps for water slides, and there's a rope swing. It's usually kind of busy, especially on the weekends when it's hot. Alright, so here is the end of the Coit Road for all intents and purposes. And there's an entrance that's pretty tore up, but this is the way to get down into the state forest where the Redneck Riviera is. Oh, they're actually not that bad. Usually this area right here is one of the first ones to flood out. This will be a little pond. You can't ride through it. Woo! This one's going to be a workout today, I see. Guess I'll try to stay down in this tire trail. This sugar sand is brutal. I suppose I could just send it. And if I eat a face full of dirt, well, then I eat a face full of dirt. My tire just sinks down into the sand when I take off. The hardest part about riding in sand like this is being able to keep your speed up and your weight shifted around. There we go, now we're here. Got these little fence posts to indicate it. So here we are. This is the Withlacoochee River. Here, I'll take you out, take you for a little walk down there around it. People have been up here lately. You can tell because you have the telltale evidence of scumbags leaving their trash out here. You brought it with you, take it out with you. More trash, Michelob Ultras, top of a grill. Scumbags. So yeah, they've done some burning up here. Had a tree stump. Looks like they burned that up. So what they'll do is they'll come up here and they'll put a large tarp. It'll be from the top of that hill. And it'll come down right into the river. More bonfire evidence. More trash. baby diaper. That's why you can't have nice things for anybody. Pair of underwear, a hat. Anybody need a hat? Anybody lose a hat? There it is. Got a nice concrete fence post that somebody tore up and threw down here. Trash across the river. Trash in the river. Does it piss anybody else off? It really does me. I mean, it's a beautiful area. You're not charged to come up here. You can just come up here. But what do people do? This. Anyway, so there's a little ladder that goes up the tree to a perch. You got the rope for your rope swing out here in the water. I have no idea how deep it is out there in the middle. Based on what I can see right here through the little bit of the water that I can see through, it looks like right here it drops off significantly. We got the water's edge and then it slopes right down. I would say you're probably looking at 3 feet right here in front of me. And then it just goes dark black. I can't even see it anymore. So that water goes down. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 10, 15 feet deep out there in the middle, depending on how much it rains. And this water does come up higher, but it's so beautiful out here. You can come up here and you can kayak, you know, bring a john boat up here. It's really peaceful. The water, see it flowing. I don't know where it goes around up there. I mean, I know this river goes through a few different counties. It's quite a long river. There's your rope swing, tied to that itty bitty branch up there. Don't think I'd go up on it, but get enough beer in you and anything's possible, I suppose. It's real sandy. Almost like a beach, except more trash. More trash. Guess I'll have to go up here with a few garbage bags in my pickup truck. Clean this up. Take out food from Wendy's. Man. It's all over the place. Sorry, I didn't mean to make this a video about me complaining about trash. This kind of stuff just burns me up. It's nice out today too. I think it was only up to about 82. And it's starting to cool off now that the sun's going down. If there wasn't a river there, kind of neat to ride down here, ride across, up into the woods. I'm pretty sure the river's deeper than my bike is tall, so we'll put that on a back burner for another day when I'm borrowing somebody else's bike. Underwear, high class people. Good job. Then there's kind of a cool thing up here in the woods, not far from the boat ramp. It looks like just a fireplace standing in the middle of the woods. So anyway, I got this buddy. Never met the man. His name's Cuban. Well, that's not his real name, but that's the name he uses on the internet forums. And, you know, I've chatted with him for a few years now. He's kind of a jerk. Just kidding, Cuban. He'd like you to think he's a jerk. He's really a nice guy. But he comes across as a smart ass. Which, then again, I guess, sort of why. So maybe that's why we talk. But anyway, I'm sure he'll have some pointers on this sand navigation. If you ever watch any of my videos and you look in the comments, I don't get a lot of comments, but the ones I do get will be from him oftentimes. And he won't say a whole lot in there, except, you know, he liked the video, thanks for making it, blah, blah, blah. It's on the forums or the Facebook groups or wherever else that I communicate with him that he'll go in depth. And he gave me some good tips the other day about riding somewhere. I posted that video about riding out in the mine. And he was of the opinion that some of those hills that I said I wouldn't be able to ride, that I'd be able to ride. He thought that I'd be able to, but in fairness to him, he didn't see how bad the hills were, how rocky they were and jagged. My video didn't capture it. But, you know, being that he's an old guy, he's going to have more knowledge than me just because he's been on Earth twice as long, and that's saying a lot because I'm 46. So, you know, I listen to him usually. I hear what he's got to say anyway. I got us off the main trail. We're going back up into the woods. I don't know how far this goes. But anyway, back to Cuban. I appreciate the feedback, buddy. I don't know where this trail is going to lead me to. But it's pretty nice. Oh, look at that. Where do we come to? It is spring turkey season. I don't know if that looked like a spring turkey hunting truck. There's a couple of trails that lead up to that boat ramp that I was talking about riding out to. So I kind of thought that maybe, and it still might, this might be one of the trails that comes up to the back side of it. It's so nice out. I got smart today and I sprayed some bug spray on me before I came up here. Because I've come out of here a couple of times with tons of mosquito bites, ticks, and I don't need any of that in my life. Break. These mirrors are really kind of cool. I like these a lot. Anybody can make them. You ain't even got to buy them because, well, you'd have to buy the mirror because it's got the shaft with the ball end, the ball socket. Because this is just, what's that stuff called? That company. Well, I'll have to stop and look at it in a minute. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's popular with all kinds of motorcycle clamps. Ram mounts. It's just a ram mount system. I bought them as a kit. I think they're called breakaways. Break free. I think this is the main road. That's another thing Cuban told me. Doing some burnouts to show where you went in places. Well, I might not even have ridden this road before. I don't see my trail, the tire tracks, unless I came in over on that side. But there is a marking over there, that cement post. Yep, this is the beginning. So there we go, Withlacoochee State Forest, Richloam Wildlife Management Area. That boat dock's down here. I say boat dock, it's a boat ramp. It's concrete poured onto the side of the river. It sure feels like something's dragging. Oh, yeah, I can see it now in this light. There is something dragging. It's called a tree branch. I can't get it out. Hold on. It's crying out loud. Look at that. Oh, riding through this shade, I can just feel the temperature drop. It's not even that hot yet this time of year. But right through this stretch, it's got to be 5 degrees cooler. Alright, there's the river again. Same river as before. Quite more narrow here. And there's the boat ramp. It's actually, the river's down a lot. I was up here at the end of last summer, and all that ribbed section, the staggered pieces of concrete, that was all covered with water. It came up to where the solid concrete is. Take one of these trails down. I can't remember if one of these gets me down to that fireplace. I think so. Or maybe I just find it by mistake. Who knows? Who cares? Oh yeah. think I find it by mistake. Or I just passed it. But here we go. Right out here in the middle of nowhere. Isn't that something? Cool. Hey, look. What would it be without more trash? You scumbags. Wait till I come across them when I'm working. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start giving people some serious heavy citations for littering. But isn't that the coolest thing? I don't know how old this thing is. Let's take a look at it a little closer. I don't know why it's built right here like this either. I mean, there's nothing around us. Just forest. I'm sure this was part of some homestead back in whenever. Maybe the foundation. This was the foundation for the walls. Anybody has any idea? Comment below, let me know. But you got your chimney here. Look at this steel. Steel in there. Supporting it. It's all peeled away now. But that's some serious old stone masonry work. Really cool. I don't know how long this has been out here. I would guess 100 years. I wonder if back in the day they had some kind of, or you know what, I bet it was right here. I bet they had a mantle, because here's a post. Here's a post. Yeah, that was probably where the mantle. How cool would that have been? Old wooden mantle on a fireplace like this. Just gonna step back, take a look at that. That is just, I'd love to have something like that in my house. Go around the back side, take a look. It's cool how nature is just taking it back over. I don't know how many years it'll take, but there will come a day where you won't see this anymore. It'll still be here, but it'll be covered in vines. Trees will have grown up around it. Nature will just take it back, reclaim it. I'd love to know the story. I mean, I find things like that interesting. There was probably a day, 100 years ago, who knows, where this was somebody's home. You know, husband, wife, couple kids. I don't think it came out much further than this. It was probably a very tiny little home. If this was a home at all, who knows? Maybe somebody just built this out here randomly. I don't know. Truth of the matter is, neither do you. But whoever did it is cool. So a rat came out. Something. It's got another post. I'm sure that this was where the wall sat down on. A lag screw of some type. Another nail head there. Another lag screw, lag bolt. Another one here. So now, as a kid, whenever my dad or my granddad would build something and pour concrete, we'd go up there with our fingers, and after it was hardened, write your name in it. I don't see anything like that here. This is kind of cool right here too. This is kind of rounded out. Like something went up there to the side. I don't know where it would have gone to, because it ends right there at that level. More metal up there, steel. So very cool. We have brickwork in there. Look at this stone. Down here you get the brickwork. Still mostly intact. It's impressive. I'd like to know more about it. Ledge up there. It's solid too. It's flat like this. Okay. Yeah, that rounded part up here, and then this is rounded out too. I wonder if that was just that's what that was. That was the lumber. That was the wall. The wall came up, went across. So this part was in the house. This was on the outside of the house. Because here's where it's flat too. You can see where there was once a board here. That's it. So there was a structure here. Really, really cool. Would have been peaceful to live right here. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to end this. Thank you all for being with me today, taking this ride to the woods, coming to see the Redneck Riviera, the old house, the old homestead, and that's about it for today. Y'all take care, ride safe. Keith out.